Live.
Nice. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're here. We're back. Well, you're back. I've been here.
I'm back. Back from my New York weekend.
Yeah.
I
How'd it
went
go?
to. It was good. It was so hot over there. Like the low was 24.
Oh
You'd
man,
wake up 8 in the morning and it's already 24.
gross.
It was
No.
it was definitely hot.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of into it because it's really rare that I get that kind of heat anymore. So it's nice
Oh,
to have a weekend of
interesting.
like super hot sun. Yeah, around here like the high is like 25, and we get maybe a week or two of that a year. It's
Oh.
usually in like the high teens for the most part.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Cool.
I went to this baby shower. I gotta
Okay.
tell you about this. Okay,
Yeah.
it was like this millionaire couple. Okay,
Okay.
the baby shower had a cocktail hour.
Okay.
Um, which should already tell you something. It was
Yep.
formal attire. Like I had to wear like my best clothes for this thing.
Wow. Okay.
Um,
Sure.
a buffet dinner, obviously like open bar, sushi bar, like nonstop, dance floor. 3/4 of the way through the event, the in where like the dance floor and the dining tables and stuff were,
Mm-hmm.
the wall opens up. I didn't even realize this wall could move. The wall
Okay.
opens up to reveal the dessert room.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
There was pyrotechnics involved.
This is
And
silly.
honestly, every kind of dessert you could think of, like
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
cotton candy machine, 2 different kinds of chocolate fountains, a snow cone machine, crepe making bar, sundae bar. Honestly, the only thing I couldn't find was Jello. I was just like, what can I think of that's like a dessert? I couldn't find
Yeah.
Jello. They even
Okay.
had these really long cylinder containers just full of runts, and another one
Oh.
was full of those like Lego candy that I don't think I've ever actually eaten, but they're just like they've
Yeah.
existed forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen them
it's
before.
a whole
Yeah.
one of those.
Weird. Okay. Is this
It was insane.
baby shower the
This
reason why
baby's
you took this trip, or was this just kind of a weird thing that happened at the same time?
No, I did not just stumble my way into a
Into
stranger's
a
baby
rich
shower.
thing.
This was
Yeah.
kind of like the main part of it, and then we kind of expanded it into a longer
Gotcha.
New
Yeah.
York trip.
Makes
Um,
sense.
but the baby's not even here yet. Like, I can't imagine what like the first birthday is going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Man.
Absolutely wild.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
that sounds fun though.
yeah. What did you get up to last weekend?
Last weekend. What the hell did I do last weekend? Oh, I played Battlefield beta, which I'm going to do this weekend again. Like, that's it. That's
Okay. Well, I
basically
mean,
it.
we got a section to talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Have you started watching Alien Earth?
I haven't been watching any TV for the last 3 weeks. I've been falling asleep right when I get home, waking up and just either gaming or going back to bed.
Alien Earth. So there's 2 episodes out now. It premiered with 2 episodes out.
Mhm.
It's awesome. Like,
I've heard it's
I am
very good.
I am
Yeah, yeah.
super into it. I thought the pilot episode was great. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, this is awesome. I can't imagine the next one's going to be like as good. This one was so good. I think episode 2 is even better.
That's a good sign. I wonder where
Yeah.
the bottom's gonna fall out, because eventually they're gonna stop being as or better. Hopefully they stay as good though.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I think it's a really interesting kind of different part of the Alien universe.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks really good. They clearly put a lot of money into this.
Cool. That's great.
Like, I think it's like movie quality. Like, yeah, this is and then just some like really interesting like dynamics that they've created for this.
Yeah.
I obviously haven't watched every single thing with Alien on it. I've watched a lot of them at this point now.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they've touched on some of these things, but not to my knowledge. So there's definitely some new kind of cool, interesting stuff going on there.
Okay. Awesome. That's great. No, I can't wait to watch it. That's That's high on my list. I guess like the last thing that's new that I've been watching is the King of the Hill revival or new season or whatever, just to see what that
People
was.
seem really into that too.
It's weird because of course it is. It's been 15 years since that show like ended, quote unquote, or whatever. There's one voice actor, the guy that does Dale or whatever. Dale sounds fucking awful. And I cannot, every time he talks, I cannot get over it. It's so bad.
Is it the same voice actor?
It is, yeah, and he's very old, but apparently, so the weird thing is that I found out is apparently the old voice actor does some of it, and then it's finished off by a completely new voice actor. So I haven't hit the part where like I've heard the new
like he
one.
couldn't do the whole season.
Well, I think he died, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, honestly, it's awful. that voice, and like in a way that takes me out of it every time he talks. It's so bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But overall, that thing is pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a huge King of the Hill fan, but like I know those characters and I've seen a whole bunch of them, if not all of them, at some point in the last like 20 years or 30 years or whatever. And so seeing them kind of like grown up is kind of neat, I guess.
I never watched that show when it was on.
Yeah, so, that's fair.
No nostalgia for me.
And yes, he did die.
Okay.
Yeah.
In other TV news, this is kind of like a shout out PSA, because I know some people in our audience do watch the show, and I know you will find this interesting.
Yeah.
I listen to a TV podcast called Decoding TV.
Okay.
Or Decoding Television is what it's called. And one of the hosts, they just had an episode come out this week where one of the two hosts interviewed the girl who won Wings of Voice.
Oh, okay.
From
I've read this article.
Rehearsal season 2.
Yeah. I've read about this. I need to watch it or listen to this, I think.
Yeah, because she talks about kind of what it was like behind the scenes, what was going on, and then and I'm only halfway through the episode, the podcast episode, but he asks about, hey, there was another contestant who like was interviewed by Variety, an article that came out when Rehearsal 2 was airing, where she kind of called out like, I found out about this, I tried to put a stop to it, blah 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 blah, and this girl comments on that because she was kind of seeing it from firsthand, that going on and such.
Yeah.
So really interesting interview. If you watched Rehearsal season 2, this is probably like something you're really going to want to listen to. So again, the podcast is called Decoding Television, and it's up in podcast form. I think he makes episodes on YouTube as well, if you'd rather like a video.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. I think I see it here. Yeah, I will definitely check this out.
Yeah, I mean, if you like, of course you want to know more about this, right? So.
Yeah, for sure. It's, I guess the video name, if somebody want to look it up, is What Is It Like to Win Wings of Voice on Nathan Fielder's Rehearsal, featuring blah blah blah. It's here. You can find it.
Yep. So there's my shout out for people, because I know we have listeners who also are into the Rehearsal. So, and if you didn't watch the Rehearsal, you should watch the Rehearsal. That show's incredible. Like, what are you doing?
You should definitely watch it. Yeah, that is a show. That is a thing for sure.
All right, but let's talk about some video games, kind of like television, but for your hands. This is the top down perspective for August 14th. I'm Sean Booker.
I'm Paul Fleck.
Thanks to Nathan for jumping in last week. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had an episode. So that was nice. Always happy to have him on the show.
Yeah,
and I know a lot of the fans like Nathan as well.
Yeah. How could you not like Nathan?
Absolutely. All right, Paul, what have you been playing?
Sounds
like the Battlefield 6 beta.
Battlefield 6 beta over the weekend for sure. I'll get into that in a second. I took a break last week. I said, like, I got to get away from Donkey Kong. It's like the loop is like too much of the same stuff, and I'm getting like annoyed by it and blah, blah, blah. So I took the full week off, came back to it this week, and I'm back in. Like, I'm having fun again.
Too much banana.
Yeah, so much banana. I'm back in, and I got to the thing that, like, everybody's always like, the second half is funner or whatever. I got to the power up that is like, okay, this is pretty great, and that's been
Don't
fun.
spoil it. I don't know
No,
what it
I'm
is,
not.
but
I'm not.
good. Yeah, thank you.
For what it's worth, I think it's like floor 9 or 10, or like, it's pretty deep in, but you'll know when you get it. I think it's pretty fun.
Okay.
I
keep hearing the best stuff is after you get credits once.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
You can roll credits on the game twice. So.
Yeah. So they do the Nintendo thing of probably just like putting the good gameplay after that. The new game plus.
I also dived back into that this week. Played a little bit more of that.
Where did you leave off on it? Because I know you were going to bring it on your trip, but I mean, it's hard to play games when you're having fun somewhere else.
Yeah, I actually did not end up playing much of it on the trip.
Okay.
I did play a bunch of my Switch, but just other things were grabbing my attention. So I played like a few hours today. It's got the zebra, and then I'm like a couple floors a bit lower. Like I'm in like a very lava area now. It's like it's no longer cold at all. It's only hot. I think I'm nearing the end of like this chunk of levels.
Are you going like in order? Because you can choose your path at that point. You can go left or right. Like, did you go left and then you're going right, or did you go right first?
I went left to the freezing area.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so
I just did a boss fight where she can turn like invisible.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. I didn't love that area. I didn't love the lava part of that area, I would say. The top part was fine. Yeah. But I don't know. I burnt myself out pretty hard on that game, which is why I had to step away for for a little bit, but I'm back in. Like, I'm having fun again, so it's good.
Okay, cool.
It's good. Yeah, I played Battlefield 6 for about 20 hours last weekend.
Jeez, I was gonna say, it sounds like everybody played a lot of Battlefield 6, because I keep hearing crazy numbers for just the beta alone.
Yeah, so part of it for me, honestly, was they have the carrot on the stick of like exclusive beta unlocks that like you get to like rank 20, you get an unlock 15, 10, blah blah blah, and also every class you can unlock something for the main game if you do like challenges or whatever. So I just kind of spend a bunch of time making sure I got all of those. For like, I was having fun, so why not, right? Like I could have probably ended an hour 15 and been like fine, but then I was so close. I'm like, what's another like few hours to wrap up everything?
Is any of this like carry over to the main game?
Yeah. It's unlocked for the main game. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean these ranks.
Oh, that I don't know. That I don't know. That would be nice because, like, more importantly, I unlocked a bunch of attachments for my gun. So, like, I finally have kind of a setup that I really like. It would suck to lose all of that, but I bet I will. I bet I will lose all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, like, the best way to put it is that it has a lot of the movement feel and stuff from, like, 2042, but with maps that aren't garbage. So it's pretty great. That's
all right. Cool. That sounds good.
Yeah, Battlefield's good. Some people are complaining that the time to kill is a little too Call of Duty-ish. Like, you can die pretty freaking quickly.
I have heard that, yes.
And I can understand that, but I kind of like the time to kill in Call of Duty. Like, I like being able to shoot at a guy and they actually die, and you don't have to just pump in a full clip into them necessarily, unless you like hit them in the leg instead of like the chest or something. So I like it personally as a Call of Duty like fan, I guess I'll say. But I definitely understand why some people might not. And especially when you get like vehicles involved or whatever, right? Like, tanks and stuff will always just kind of like rip through you in all of these Battlefield games, but it definitely feels you can just take on like a horde of, you can take on the whole other team basically if they don't have the right means to take you out of that vehicle now. But that's also part of the fun. You get into that vehicle with some other dude or whatever, and he's firing the big gun, and you got the machine gun, and you're just taking a whole point by yourself for your team. That's kind of the fun part of that game, as far as I'm concerned.
So, are you excited for the full release?
I am, yeah. I'm excited for even the beta this weekend, because I think this weekend we're getting the rumor is the city map. People are saying Brooklyn. I don't know about like the lore or what's going on in this game, like what the maps are, but a nice like condensed city map would be cool to play in, because the ones that are in the beta from last weekend were kind of open and sprawling, and they're not my favorite. I'm not a sniper fan, so like there's one map that is literally just basically like a mountain range with like valleys and stuff, and like it's, you look in the horizon and there'll be just like 20 sniper things just like light up or whatever. It's like,
Ashes.
yeah,
Sure.
it's just not my thing. So I'm excited to see like what the city stuff looks like. So I'm excited for this weekend beta more so. But yeah, no, I don't know. I like these games. I didn't like 2042 very much. I just didn't think the maps were very good. I didn't like their weird like hero perk system that they were trying out for a bit there. It was kind of broken as shit on launch until they got some patches into it. 2042 was just kind of a mess, but like Battlefield 1 is probably one of my favorite shooters of all time. I just love how that game plays and handles and those maps. I wouldn't say this so far is that good, but like it's probably as good as Battlefield 5, which I also enjoyed a decent amount, but with better mechanics. So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. It's just good to put on like a podcast and just exist in a war zone for a while with 63 other people.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Nothing new to report
Back in the
otherwise.
day, Meg did 120 something people.
That's true.
So like this seems like scaling back.
Yeah, that's true.
That was on the PS3. At this
Yep.
point, we should have like 500 people PS5.
I mean, I don't disagree. That would be really cool. That'd be cool. That's basically been it for me, though.
Okay. So I've been playing a bunch of small stuff. I'm gonna start with Time Flies. This is a game I previewed at a Summer Game Fest like 2 or 3 years ago. This is a
Oh,
really
yeah.
small little indie game. It's completely black and white. You play a fly, and then you just have basically like a minute to a minute and a half to just do some objectives, and they're all just pretty silly. Your lifespan is, you pick a country where you're from, and
Okay.
then they translate the average years of lifespan into seconds. They just like swap years for seconds.
Okay.
So like I think I was reading like an interview where they were saying like Switzerland and Japan is like easy mode because it's like the longest lifespan.
Okay, sure.
And then there's some shorter ones. I will say Canadian is a longer lifespan than American. Just putting that out there in your face.
Yeah.
I think I was just kind of going through them just to see random ones and whatnot. But I've only played like the first level. There's like 4 levels. This game takes maybe like an hour or 2 in
Okay.
total. But you'll have like a checklist of things to do, and you need to do them all before it ends. And it can be stuff like, they're kind of like vague, obscure hints. Like just roll with it, and that'll be you have to like start a record and then ride the record for a second, and you'll
Yeah.
kind of enter as you float around. Like the first area is like a house, and as you enter kind of specific zones with it, the time will stop, and it's like, okay, clearly there's something I can interact with here. So while you're trying to check these things off, you do have more time than that.
Gotcha.
And then it could be like, make someone laugh, and it's someone sleeping, and you like crawl up and down their foot and tickle them, and then
And
they
tickle
laugh,
them.
and that one checks that one off. So there's like 10 objectives to do, and yeah, you're just kind of exploring this space. It's really simple. Yeah, just kind of a cool thing. I'm pretty sure it's out on most stuff. It's like $10.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun little time. I like that.
Wow. 20 Canadian on Steam seems steep for what you're describing to me, but I would check this out still on its sale. This looks cool.
Another one that like dropped. So there was a Nintendo Direct last week. I think you guys talked about it.
Yep, we did.
An indie world showcase.
Yep.
And they dropped a game immediately, which I grabbed. Was Is This Seat Taken?
Yeah, so we actually said on the show last week that I saw your mentioning of it or something, and I specifically watched that while we were doing the show because I was interested. I didn't know what that was. It looked neat though. It looked cool.
It's cool. Yeah, I hadn't seen it before. I had seen like screenshots and stuff of it, so it was a little bit on my radar. This is just kind of like a pretty chill, simple puzzle game of like, kind of just logic based. The concept is, let's say you have like a car, and then you have a bunch of passengers, and each passenger has like a set list of like what they want to do in the car, what they don't want to sit, stuff like that. Things they're okay with, things they're not, and you have to put each person in the correct seat so that everybody's happy.
Yeah.
So that can range from like this person wants a window seat. Another simple one is like this person wants to sit alone, so you can't put anyone beside them. Then it gets more complex where you're like dealing with like a bus, and it's like, hey, this person is just playing music loudly, and like if you've been on a bus, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. It does.
So you'll put them down, and it'll even show a radius like, hey, these seats can hear the music. There'll be ones where it's like, and this guy wants to sleep while he's on the bus, so you can't put him in the music area because that he won't let him sleep. And if you try to put them down in an area they don't like, they'll like kind of comment like, "Oh, it's noisy," or "Oh, I'm hungry," based on whatever it is. Because not only is it vehicles, there's movie theaters, and it'll be like, this person wants to eat popcorn. This person wants to steal popcorn, so you have to put that person beside someone with popcorn. This
Sure.
person chews loudly, so you can't put them next to people who want like a quiet experience. Because there's restaurants. There are some where it's like this person didn't shower, so they just smell bad.
Okay. Yep.
So some people don't want to sit next to someone who smells bad. But then
Sure.
there's some people who are like, they're wearing a lot of smelly cologne. But they don't want to
Oh.
sit next to someone who smells bad. And it's like, what are you what are you even doing? I should just throw you out the window. You don't get to go in the restaurant. You're the worst
Yeah.
kind of person.
True.
There's definitely those kind of people, right? Like there are
Absolutely.
absolutely assholes in this game. Absolutely.
That's
So it's
great.
just kind of a logic thing like that. You got to figure out how to make everybody happy, and you go through a bunch of different little scenarios, and there's a really thin narrative layer above it which is pretty forgettable. But I just think the presentation of it's really nice. It's just such a chill puzzle experience. I'm really liking that. There's no timer or anything like that. You're just kind of moving people from one to the next. They're all cute little like shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool. It's called Is This Seat Taken?
How long is it roughly? Is there a decent amount in there?
I'm
It's
in the
pretty cheap
second
either way.
set of stages. Yeah, I want to say there's like 4 or 5 stages of
Okay.
levels. So I bet you could I bet it's like under 5 hours. Kind of
Oh,
depends how good you are with the puzzle solving,
sure.
give or take. But I would probably guess it's going to be somewhere between like
It's a
three to
good
6 hours
price.
is my guess.
I'll just put that out there. It's a good price.
Yeah, I think it's $10 American.
American, yeah.
I know it's on Switch. I know it's on PC. I know it's on mobile as well, which I
Yeah,
think would be a pretty good mobile game.
sure.
So yeah, no, it's cool. I would recommend it if you like chill puzzle games.
Nice.
Um, I was playing Drag X Drive. Sorry, Drag and Drive is how you pronounce it. But I've been playing that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Paraplegic robot
Um,
basketball, right? That's that one?
yeah, I mean, I don't think they actually refer to anything as wheelchairs in it. I don't know why that
Oh,
they would shy away from that. We talked about this in the
yeah.
past.
Yeah.
Um, but it's the 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball game. I think this game is pretty good. It's a shallow experience.
Yeah.
It's also $20, so like I think it's fine that it's a shallow experience. Um, I think it does a really good job of showcasing like how accurate and good the mouse controls are for the Switch 2. Because
Sure.
you just have so much control over this wheelchair in terms of like, okay, if I bring this one forward and pull the left one back, I'll be rotating to the left, and you can like change
Hmm.
your rotation radius by how much you're moving each one independently. Um, I think there's a really high skill ceiling if you spend some time here with this, which
Interesting.
I think is good for something kind of like it's almost a racing game the way you're kind of viewing everything as opposed it's not like a top-down sports game. You are like behind the back of your player.
Right, yeah.
Um, but I think the minute to minute gameplay is enjoyable. There's also like a ton of tricks and stuff. Like you can do bunny hops, you can like go up on one side, and the game keeps pointing out things like, hey, and if you go up on one wheel, you will be easier to like block the ball. So like I said, like
Huh.
I bet if people got good at this, it could actually be pretty interesting. Because right now you're kind of seeing a lot of people just like run at the ball as hard as they can.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
very similar to like when you're actually out there playing like a sport. It's like nobody's gonna like stay in their area or like
yeah.
defend the person and cover. If you're new to if unless you're if you have experience, then you're doing it. If you don't have experience, everybody just runs at the ball. Like if a
Like
kid's
kids
playing sports,
soccer.
they'll just run at the ball.
Totally.
Exactly.
Yep,
Whereas it's like no,
totally.
you guys need to spread out and like maybe three people are at the ball and you need to be able to pass and stuff. Right now, it's a lot of people just running at the ball. Um, so I'm curious if there's like some high level play. I'd like to kind of see that, and I could see uh I could see that it has enough skill ceiling for that. I'm not that person. Um, I don't have the time to get very good in it, but I do think it has enough depth to the mechanics to be something that could like last. And I hope Nintendo supports it. I mean, I want Nintendo to support all their games. I don't trust that they will because
Yeah.
they don't unless it's Splatoon or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe specifically.
Yeah.
If it's not one of
Exactly.
those two, the game might as well not exist once they release it.
Yeah. Which scares me about the new Mario Kart because that's not 8 Deluxe specifically. So we'll see.
It's not. Yeah. Well, exactly. We will see for sure. Um, but yeah, I think Dragon Drive is cool. Outside of the main mode, there's no campaign. Um, there is a small little progression of like play against different levels of bots and you'll get medals. And then there are some like mini game stuff of like time trials, going through courses. Yeah, kind of just like racing mini games for the most part, and those can get you medals as well, which will unlock more different gear. Gear doesn't have stats. There's like unit types. There's defense, forward, and something in the middle. I can't remember what the middle one is. Even though that's the one I play. Um, yeah. Anyways, I think Dragon Drive is cool. They had the they weren't. I don't think they were calling them betas, but they did have some like public demo stuff over the weekend that people could have been playing. Um,
Hmm.
But yeah. Anyways, that's $20 if people are interested on the Switch 2. Another Switch 2 exclusive, finally. Let's
Yeah,
go.
thank God. Reason to buy the Switch, finally.
All right, and last thing I wanted to bring up is Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Okay.
Finished it today, which means I have played every single Ace Attorney game that exists now.
Hey,
I've played
nice.
all 11 of them.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
yep. Every spin-off, everything with Ace Attorney involved in the title. Like I'm not counting like Capcom versus SNK because Phoenix Wright's in there.
What about the
Although
movie?
technically
The
I have
Japanese
played that.
movie.
I have not seen the movie. I think there's a show as well. I haven't seen that either. But in terms of just like the
The
games,
games, yeah. Yeah.
I've played all the Ace Attorney games. Great Ace Attorney. I've played them all 11 of them. Which is cool because specifically Ace Attorney Investigations 2 was only in Japan for so long until 2023, I believe, when they released the collection of them. So I actually played through Investigations 1 again because I knew they would reference stuff in 2, so I wanted to kind of play them all at once. Um, and it's bittersweet because now I can't look forward to one. For the longest time there was like, there's one out there. Maybe one day somehow I'll get like a ROM hack or something. Who knows? There's always one left to be done, and now there's not.
Oh man.
So it's bittersweet. Like I hope they make another one, but again, they made 11 of these. So even if they don't, like I can't blame them. Can't be like, why
Yeah.
aren't you doing this? Because they made 11 of these. Like,
Yeah.
um,
I'm sure
but there's
there'll be
just so
another.
many characters. There's so many characters, and they introduce characters, and they put so much depth into the characters. Where it's like, I would love to see where this person's at now. And then almost sitcom. That's not sitcom. What's the shows that are on every single day in the middle of the day?
Oh,
Days of Our
a
Lives.
soap
What are those
opera.
called? Soap opera. Almost soap
Yeah.
opera like. It's like you have so many of these people that you could like bring back, and it's like, oh, he's here again. What has he been up to? Blah blah blah. So again, I'm gonna play anything Ace Attorney. I hope that they're gonna make another one, but if they don't, um, thank you for 11 games.
It's been a
That's
wild
what an incredible
ride.
series.
Yeah.
It has absolutely been a wild ride. It's been a long road.
Yeah.
So now I need to find a new visual novel to play at night. I think I'll go back and finish Date Everything. I think that's the next thing
Oh yeah, that's the play
to
for
wrap
sure.
up. Yeah. All right, that's what I've been playing. Let's do some news. Some of
All
these
right.
stories were actually from like 2 weeks ago, but when I was looking at the document here, I saw you guys didn't talk about them, and I wanted to talk about them. So
Sure.
some of the stuff can be older, but we'll start with some of the new stuff first. Bithell Games, you might know studio head Mike Bithell.
Yep.
They had to lay off the majority of their staff last week, which is a bummer to them. This is definitely a smaller developer size, but it sounds like they just had funding pulled from one of their next projects, and the
Yeah.
size of this studio was kind of they live by kind of the next project. Unless I feel like most studios of this size, unless your previous game was like a massive success,
Yeah.
you're just like one game away from shuttering, and it sounds like that's basically what happened. He put out a little image and write up on Blue Sky. He said, "This means that 11 jobs are being made redundant. This constitutes the majority of our full-time staff." They just put out a second Tron game, like a roguelike, Catalyst, I believe what it was called.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I haven't been
Oh,
keeping in
just a
touch
bummer
with
for them.
Bithell. Yeah, that sucks. I didn't realize they had
Super.
that many people, to be honest, even. Wow.
I feel like they were slowly getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger,
Yeah.
but not. They were in no way like a huge studio. As you said,
No.
11 full time was the majority of their studio. So I can't imagine they had. I'm gonna guess they had maybe like 15 full time staff
Yeah.
members, something around there, and then some contractors, obviously.
Yeah.
So pour one out for them. I hope they get to keep making games, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's a hard industry these days.
Here's a story from last week, is that the Switch 1 prices went up here in the States. So they announced this for Canada like a month or so ago. Now they're
Right.
doing it for America. These have already gone into effect. I think they went into effect like on August 1st, somewhere around there. Oh, August 3rd is when they went up there, but
Right.
some crazy prices here. Like so this is just original Switch. Nothing touching the Switch 2 is going up, and I'm sure that's because Nintendo's like, we need to sell as many of those as we can for now,
Yeah.
and then we'll raise the price.
Totally. Yep.
I totally believe they're going to raise Switch 2 prices sooner or later.
Yep.
But if we go off the Switch 1 prices, the Lite is now $230, got an increase of $30. The launch model, the original, the non-OLED, went up $40 to $340. A Switch 1 OLED is now $400, which is just $50 cheaper than a Switch 2.
Wow.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're in the market. I don't know who's in the market for a Switch 1 right now, but clearly Nintendo thinks it's enough to like go back and raise these prices. You're in the market. You're looking at a $400 Switch OLED or a brand new Switch 2 $450. Who's picking the OLED?
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. And like, I don't think Nintendo. It sounds like they don't want you to buy the Switch OLED, right? Because they're like, yeah, we'll raise that up. We want you to buy a Switch 2 anyways, because it's not raised up. So buy the new thing, please. It makes sense.
My assumption is just like, they're looking at tariffs and they're like, we are
Yeah.
not willing to front any of this cost.
Yeah.
So we'll raise the price. I don't think they're expecting to sell any of these at all. But in the off chance they do, they're going to make sure that like they're getting at least a profit on it.
Yes, that's right.
And I am sure that they are hoping people will just go up to the Switch 2.
Yeah.
I guess the bet now is, when does the Switch 2 get a price up increase? Do you
Yeah.
think it is before the end of the year, or do they keep it throughout holiday as is?
So I was gonna ask you this question. Do you think they raise it for the holiday? Because that would seem shitty, but also probably the time you would like actually benefit the most from it, right? I don't think they should. I wouldn't like that, but I also have one, so it doesn't affect me none.
People in the chat were hearing after the fiscal year. I think that's probably a solid one.
Yeah.
I want to say they probably leave it because they're going to sell a ton of these at holiday, and they want to have that big number.
Yeah, so April, Q2, basically, or whatever.
Yeah,
probably.
Q2. I could see like April getting a bump.
Yeah, I could see that
Each
too.
thing going up by like $50 or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Some other prices that went up is a bunch of the controllers, the Nintendo Switch Online controllers, like the legacy controllers, all went up like $5 to $10. Some amiibos went up. Some of the 2-packs are now $40, and some of a bunch of the single amiibos are now $20. $20 for an amiibo. Ridiculous.
Yeah. I feel like I was misremembering. I thought amiibos were like $10 when they came out, but I think I was
Maybe
misremembering.
when they first came, maybe can't remember. I wouldn't be surprised if they had multiple price increases, but
Yeah,
at the moment they were 16.
People have been telling me like, no, they've always been like 15 or 16. So like maybe I'm misremembering then. I didn't think they were that expensive back then, but I don't know.
I don't think I've actually ever bought an amiibo that wasn't at a Toys R Us going out of business, so they were like $2, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna save you, weird llama from Animal Crossing. You're
That
coming home
reminds
with
me. The Toys R Us that like the big one here in Calgary is going out of sale, doing a going out of business sales. I gotta remember when that is because I want to hit it up.
I'll get some toys.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Amiibos.
And then the Alarmo went up $10.
Oh, just great.
Last but not least, Alarmo is $10 more.
Yep.
Okay. I did go to the Nintendo store in New York.
Oh yeah.
Which is funny because like I still haven't gone to the San Francisco one here.
Across the country though. That's the one.
The New York one, yeah, the one across the country.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I did do in New York, which you might find interesting, is I did the NBC Studios tour.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
So saw like Saturday Night Live's set, saw Jimmy Fallon's set.
Okay.
A bunch of behind the scenes kind of stuff like that. That was a pretty cool tour. I enjoyed that.
How long of a tour is that? Is that like an all day sort of thing or a couple hours?
No, it's 90 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And I think it cost around $45, I want to say.
Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You are not allowed to take photos or videos while you are on the tour.
Sure. Makes sense.
All right, next story. This is a bit of an older one. THQ Nordic had a live stream, and Darksiders 4 was announced.
Yeah, that's
Darksiders 4. I actually never played 3. I don't think I finished. I loved 1.
Yeah, 1. I mean, 1's great. I would say 2 isn't as great, but it's okay. And I enjoyed 3 for what that's worth. Even though
okay, so you played 3?
I did play through 3. You play as like the sister of the apocalypse, or like you don't play as one of the 4 horsemen. You play as
okay, I knew it was a female character. I just didn't know if she was one of the horsemen. Because the first one, who's in the first one?
Is it War?
That sounds believable. The second one is Death. Is that one of the horsemen?
The second one is Death. Yep.
Okay, and so what's the name of the third girl?
The third one is Fury.
Darksiders.
Okay, I guess she is one of the 4 horsemen, apparently.
Okay. And
according to this, anyway.
She's hunting down to dispose of the 7 deadly sins. So if there's only 4 horsemen, who's the last one left?
It would be like plague or disease or whatever, miasma, like that. It would be that one.
Okay, here we go. Names of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Conquest, War, Famine, and Death. So Fury is not one of them, or they're just changing who the 4 are in this universe.
That's the thing, is that like reading this, they're calling her a 4 horseman, but I don't think she was. But I mean, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me. They can change the name. That's fine. I don't care about that. I guess she would be like Conquest. No, Conquest would be War, right? Sorry, what are the 4 again? Conquest,
I
Famine.
Googled, is Fury one of the 4 horsemen?
Yeah.
And the AI person told me, yes, in the Darksiders video game franchise, Fury is one of 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah, okay. So they're doing their own thing. That's
traditionally, the 4 horsemen are War, Death, Famine, and Pestilence.
Yeah.
Fury replaces Famine, and Strife replaces Conquest.
Okay.
But you didn't even say Strife in the last sentence. God, AI is terrible.
That's pretty fucking bad. That's pretty fucking bad, actually. But that makes sense because Famine would make for probably a shitty video game, so it makes sense that they would change that to something that is action-y.
Yeah, I don't really know what you're like. Yeah, you're just like going up against some creature and then you like starve it to death with.
You just wait it out or something.
just like suck its life force with your hand. I don't know.
Oh, I'm so hungry I could die. This sucks. Throw the controller away.
Anyway, Darksiders 4. I'll probably jump into 3 just to like see an hour or 2 of that before this comes out. But like, I want Darksiders to be memorable again. I feel like nobody cared about 3.
Yeah, I enjoyed 3 enough, but I mean, Darksiders 1 is still the one, right?
Well, okay, wait. One was Zelda, right? 2,
Yeah.
wasn't it kind of like
It
an
was a
action-y
looter.
Diablo game?
Yeah, it was a looter game.
Hey, what was 3?
3 was like a God of War or something.
Okay, so just like an action adventure game.
Yeah.
Well, did it go back to was it Zelda-like? Were you getting like power-ups and stuff?
I don't remember it being the same Zelda like Darksiders was, like where you would get a thing to like open a new area, but it's been a while now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious what 4 will do.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Those are cool.
Okay, we got some reporting from Jason Schreier.
Okay.
So you know it's going to be good. I'm being serious.
Yeah.
The next BioShock recently failed a publisher review, leading to a leadership shakeup and a narrative overhaul as employees worry that layoffs may follow, sources tell Bloomberg. BioShock 4 was announced in 2019 and has been in development for more than a decade.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't pull this last week because I didn't have time to read into it, and I felt like this was important enough to read what was going on.
Yeah, and I can't even read it because I don't subscribe to Bloomberg, so I'm going to see if anyone else is talking about it.
Same, that's the problem, yeah. That's the problem.
Crazy. I don't think BioShock 4 was like formally announced. But I think it was just known that what was the studio? Cloud Chamber was just kind of announced to like, hey, they are working on the next one, but no one had actually come out and said like, here is a visual, here is a logo, or anything like that. And it sounds like it's not progressing well. 10 years in development. Crazy.
Yeah, that's such a bummer. That sucks.
I mean, what comes out first, this or Judas?
Oh, probably Judas.
The game's also been in development forever.
Yeah.
Those who don't know, Judas is being developed by Ken Levine, the original creative lead on BioShock.
That's had trailers and shown up at shows, though, at least. So this,
yes,
who knows?
Had a few trailers.
Honestly, who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, BioShock 4, it's got to be a whole new setting, right?
I would think so, yeah. There's probably going to be a lighthouse and a man.
Back to Rapture. There'll be a lighthouse and a man, of course.
Yeah,
there's always a lighthouse, always a man. We know this. Of course we know this.
Yeah.
I doubt they go back. They do another one at Infinite. If it's taken 10 years, it has to be something like pretty new, right?
I would think so. Yeah. I'm just seeing if there's any news here on BioShock DNA.
Oh, in an interview ahead of 2K parent company Take-Two reporting its latest 2025 quarterly earnings. This is a report from IGN. I asked CEO Strauss Zelnick flat out if BioShock 4 was in danger of being canceled. Zelnick was clear in his response. It's going to come out, he promised. That I can say, hand on heart, without question. I don't know. I mean, we've heard that before, and then stuff gets canceled. But, I mean, just like a month ago, Phil Spencer was like, man, Everwild's looking great. And then they just canceled that. And now what's Rare working on?
Yeah. Do you want some rumors? I found some rumors about BioShock 4.
Okay. So, when were these rumors talked about?
One of them in 2021. Colin Moriarty claiming that BioShock 4 might take place in a 1960s Antarctic city called Borealis. I don't know where the fuck this comes from, but that's a rumor, I guess. A new weapon called the Ricochet shotgun in 2024 because of a screenshot that got leaked, maybe. Like, there's no info.
There's no info. Yeah.
There's no info.
I guess part of this was that I'll just read this second tweet from Schreier.
Sure.
Right now, we have a good game, but we are committed to delivering a great one, a 2K spokesperson told Bloomberg. A remake of BioShock 1 was also in development, but was shelved earlier this year, sources tell Bloomberg. A remake of 1 seems like an absolute slam dunk.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they
I feel
have
like a lot of people
remastered
would
it,
just
but
go
a
back
remake.
and play that one again. Like that first
Yeah.
game is so good, and it's got to be like 20 years old, close to 20 years old now.
Yeah. Let me see. I think you're right though. 2007, so close. Yeah.
18 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't want to remake that game. Well,
That's a
I
cool
would like
game.
to play a BioShock 4. It's been a while since I was in that universe. I like those games.
I do too. Yeah, I'm a fan of BioShock, I'd say.
Yeah. I also want to play Judas though as well. Like I
Yep.
want to see what that thing is.
Yep.
If a game's been in development for that long, I am usually now curious.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair.
All right, last little bit. Chibi Robo is coming to the Nintendo Switch Online service.
Yes, I'm excited about this.
I have always wanted to play this game.
Yeah.
So coming on August. I know it's when is it end this
21st. It's next week, I think, right?
21st. Okay, it's insane
It's
that the
something like
description of this trailer video doesn't mention that. Like that is literally what the description is for. All right, August 21st. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been a long time since I tried that thing, and I never finished it, so I'm excited to jump back in, try it out.
And then you played the 3DS version, right? That whatever that thing was.
No, I didn't. That's the zipper one, I think, right, or whatever. Wasn't there like a? Yeah, I don't know. It's
Something
been a long
like
time.
that. Yeah, I don't know.
It's been a long time.
All right, let's do some questions. Top-down perspective at gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's P.O. Box. Great way to send in questions. And you could sound like Suku, who wrote us a quiz. I'm going to pull up the quiz here.
Okay. Oh, that's what.
Test your Donkey Kong knowledge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Are these real Kongs? I know it's been a while that someone asked for this, but sue me. Starting off easy, then ramping up. Also, it turns out Kong is a species.
Oh,
okay. I don't know what that means, but anyways, not all of these are in the DK crew, but are Kongs.
Okay.
Okay, I have no idea who is and isn't in the DK crew, so that doesn't help me. If these were supposed to be hints, I am more confused than when I started the quiz.
Yep.
All right. Okay, starting off easy, getting harder. Diddy Kong. Again, the question is, are these real Kongs?
Oh, so it's a yes or a no, basically. Okay.
Yes, so that has to be yes, right? Kong's in. Wait, they all have Kong in the last name.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, except for one of these, they all have Kong in the last name. So are you telling me you can be called a Kong and not be? Oh wait, if they're a real Kong, as if Suku invented them. Okay, sorry. Now I have caught up, and I'm a little more with it than when I was.
Okay, so some of these are made up, and we have to say no, that's not real if it's a made up one.
Right.
Okay. Diddy's real.
So all of these except for one. Diddy is real.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cranky Kong.
Yes.
That's real.
Yep.
Correct. Grandpa Kong. Now I don't know about that.
No, that sounds too dumb for Nintendo. Like it doesn't sound like goofy enough or something. There's no way.
I mean, there are some goofy ones on this list, and I have a feeling some of these are going to be real. I'm also going to say no to Grandpa Kong.
Yeah.
That is not real. We're correct again.
Okay.
So we're batting 100 right now. If we stop right now, we have not gotten a single one wrong.
Fuck it, let's do it. Next question. But
okay, fourth one. Stinky Kong. That seems on the nose.
Fake.
I don't think that's real. Yeah.
That's fake.
That's not real. We're correct. Whew, here we go. Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Funky Kong. That's real.
That's real. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Stinky and funky. Okay. Cute. Yep. Got it.
Grumpy Kong.
Wow. I could see a Grumpy Kong existing.
I could see a Grumpy Kong.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say I was thinking no. That's real. So they're first wrong. Grumpy Kong is real. Why don't you pull up Grumpy Kong?
We're dumb. Grumpy Kong is literally like the first boss in Bonanza. He's the shitty.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the shitty Temu version of Donkey Kong. Yeah, that's him. Oh, okay. That's Grumpy. Oh my god,
I can tell you the name of anyone I ran into in Donkey Kong Bonanza, unless their name is Ooh Banana. I don't think it registered with me.
I'm very familiar with Ooh Banana. That's true. Yeah, no, I feel dumb because I knew that dude too. Shit.
Okay, number 7, Clunky Kong. I don't know
Clunky
about
Kong.
Clunky Kong.
There's no way.
This is a
No.
stretch.
That's a no.
Clunky
That's a
Kong.
no. No, there's no way.
I'm gonna
no
say
way.
no as well. That is no. We're
Okay.
correct. Okay.
Yeah.
8. Candy Kong. That's
Yes,
real.
that's real. Yeah.
Yep. Correct. Okay. 9. Donkey Kong. There's no way.
Donkey Kong
There is
is
no
not.
way. There
No.
is no way that there is a Kong that is always high. Some Shaggy and Scooby Doo motherfucker.
Not yet.
That is not real.
Not yet. No.
That is not real. Okay, we're correct. We're correct.
Okay.
Manky Kong. Manky Kong.
No, I'm gonna say no. There's no way.
Manky isn't. I'm gonna say no. That's real. Manky Kong is real.
Okay, I'm googling that.
No, don't. We should Google them afterwards because you might see some of these other names.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you're right.
We'll
You're
just remember that, and then then we're gonna go through and I want you to tell me who these ones that are real we got wrong. Daisy Kong, that's real, I think.
What is it? Daisy? I don't think so.
Daisy Kong?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna say yes. No, it's not. Okay, you got that one.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Pranky Kong? There's no way Pranky Kong is real.
Oh, Pranky. Sorry, you cut out for 2 seconds, so I was like cranky again, but no, Pranky. No, there's no way. That's
yeah, I
fake.
don't think Pranky Kong
That's
is
fake.
real. Pranky Kong is not real. We are correct.
Okay.
13. Tiny Kong? That's real.
Yep.
Yes.
I know him.
Yeah, we're correct.
Personally.
14. Swanky Kong?
Yes, Swanky exists too.
Swanky exists?
Yes, Swanky exists.
That seems like they're trying to make us think about Funky, but we don't remember who Funky is. Swanky Kong? Okay.
I think Swanky is the one from. I think he's the. I was gonna say the weird looking one. The one from the TV show, that 90s like shitty TV show. I think he's in that.
Okay. The most important one.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Banana Slam.
I'm gonna try and okay. I guess I'll go side with you. Yes, that is real. Okay.
Yeah, Swanky's
15.
real.
Uncle Kong.
See,
now, I'd like to remind you,
off,
Grandpa Kong was fake. Not real.
Yeah, that's what's
Uncle
throwing me
Kong.
off. You know what? I bet it's real, and it's just throwing me off because of the Grandpa Kong. I bet it is real.
I'm gonna say it's not. So
okay,
let's find it. Here we go. It is real. Holy shit.
I've never seen it before.
I want you to look up Uncle Kong. Keep that one in mind when we go.
Uncle Kong. Okay. Yep.
16. Ninja Kong. There is no way there's a Ninja Kong.
No way.
Okay.
No.
It's real.
There's no way.
What?
This is fake. There's no way that's real.
That's the first one you're looking up.
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
What is it again?
Blister
Ninja Kong?
Ninja Kong.
Okay, Ninja Kong. I'll remember that one.
Okay. Okay. If this one's real, that's an unfortunate thing to name your kid. Blister Kong.
I mean, I'm gun shy about saying no right now because I feel like I don't understand anything anymore. There's no way they name something.
I don't understand
Blister.
the rules of naming Kongs over at Nintendo. Blister Kong. If this is real, they have to be like a villain or something.
There's no way. There's no way.
Okay, when I'm looking at these Kongs, which are obviously caricatures of their name, Funky Kong, I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, this dude's funky. Yeah. What is it about Blister Kong that got him the name Blister?
I think you know, and I don't want to explain it.
Okay, are we saying he's real or not? I'm saying no.
I'm saying no.
Insane.
There's no way.
It's not real. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Thank God.
Okay, 18. Bluster Kong.
Wait, is it just Blister with a different letter? Is that all it is?
With a U instead of an I.
Okay, this is real then, because Blister was to throw us off the scent. There's no way this isn't real.
I'm gonna say it's not. Bluster,
he's throwing us off. Okay. There's no way.
It's real. Yeah, he's real. Yeah. I want to look up that one. Okay, 19. Winky Kong?
Okay, isn't Winky like the animal, the parrot in that universe? Is he a Kong? Or am I just off? Or is Winky... What? No, Winky might be the frog, actually.
You not have to be like some kind of primate to be a Kong?
That's what I'm saying. I think Winky... he's screwing with us because I'm pretty sure Winky is the frog, which doesn't make him a Kong.
Well, what? A frog should be like maybe Blister Kong. I don't know, man. Okay, yes or no? Is Winky real?
Winky? I don't actually know.
I'll just say yes. I don't know up from down at this point. I'm gonna say it's real.
Sure, I'll side with you. Yeah, sure.
It's not real. God damn it.
Okay. I gotta look up
Okay,
what
last
he is.
one.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Last one. Eddie the Mean Old Yeti.
Eddie. Yeah, that's real. I'm pretty sure from the cartoon as well. It's just basically
real,
Donkey
okay.
Kong, but he's white.
Oh, okay. All right. So ones you need to look up and give us
Okay.
hang on.
Ninja.
7, was that?
Ninja Kong
No.
was the first one.
Yeah,
you
we're gonna
said.
start with Ninja Kong. What is up with Ninja Kong?
Ninja Kong.
For the record, you got more of them correct than I did.
Great. Ninja Kong is from Jungle Beat. And
okay. So it's a villain.
Ninja Kong looks like Akuma, basically. Think of like a mix
Yeah,
between
I'm
Donkey
seeing
Kong and Akuma.
Okay.
He's kind of cool looking, actually, to be honest with you. Pretty cool. Bluster. I need to know what Bluster Kong is. Bluster's the one I thought was the other one. I thought Bluster was Swanky. Oh, shit.
Holy shit. Look at Bluster Kong.
So this is who I thought was Swanky.
This dude is on a list.
Dude, yes. Every list, in fact. He is on every list.
This guy's ridiculous. This dude has definitely tied a woman to like train tracks before.
Oh, yeah, okay. I looked up Swanky. Swanky is the like game show Kong. Okay. Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you look him up, you'll notice him right away. You'll recognize him right away.
Is he wait, he's in the Mario movie?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Is it just autofilled Swanky Kong Mario movie?
He's from Diddy's Conquest is where I recognize him, but he might be. I don't remember.
Crazy. He was in the Illumination film. There's a screenshot of him in a car.
Yeah, I just looked up the screenshot. I don't remember this at all.
That's ridiculous. I don't remember when that was, but okay. So then wait, Clunky was the boss of Bonanza, right?
No,
No.
No, not Clunky. It was Grumpy. Grumpy is the boss of Bonanza.
Wait, was Clunky real? No, Clunky's not. Grumpy.
You'll recognize him immediately.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Uncle Kong real? Hang on. 15. Yes. Who was Uncle Kong?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Dude.
What? This is Swanky Kong.
No, this is Bluster. See, you did it too. You got them mixed up.
Which one was Swanky?
Swanky is the game show host.
Oh. Right. Okay.
This is Bluster, though. You're 100% right.
This is Bluster with a jacket. What is going on?
This is Bluster after he got busted for what he obviously has been doing and had to change his name to something else.
This is insane.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Have they ever shown Uncle and Bluster in the same room together?
No. Because Uncle Kong is what they called him after he went into hiding. For tax evasion, probably.
I found a Reddit thread on our Donkey Kong from 7 months ago, and it says, so what is your opinion on Uncle Kong? And the top post, this is now from a deleted account, just says restraining order. And then the second post says UK. I don't know what that, okay.
UK,
but somebody
Uncle
did say
Kong,
United
right? UK.
Kongdom. This person, Uncle Kong ate my kids. All right. Anyway.
Was that all the ones we wanted to look? Oh, I wanted to look up Winky just real quick, which might be a dangerous Google.
Winky was not real.
No, but Winky is the frog, so they were throwing me off.
Oh, it's just named Winky, not Winky Kong.
Well, so that's what was throwing me off. Is like, is it a Kong? Is a Kong like the species or the people that live in? Do they live in like Kongland or something? And everybody there is just a Kong, like I'm a Canadian sort of thing. That's what they said was in my mind.
Well, Sugu Sugu says it's a species, not like a race or a ethnicity.
Okay, so based on that, I should have guessed no because I knew Winky was a frog, but I thought maybe because he lived in the same country, he was also a Kong. This is a stupid conversation.
I don't know. I mean, there you go. Thanks for the quiz.
Yeah, thank you. Ace Viru writes, video games have existed in various forms and factors. Speaking specifically of cartridges, which has been the most memorable? Did the color/form of the plastic matter more than the image, or was the image enough to steal the whole show? My immediate answer is anytime there was like a golden cartridge for the Legend of Zelda games was super memorable. As a kid, it really stuck out and it was kind of cool to like look at. I was a fan.
It is always cool when Nintendo would like only allow certain games cartridges to be colored. Like the Pokemon ones always had a special color, especially when they got like sparkly or shiny. That was really cool.
Doom was red.
I feel like I feel like the best ones were ones that like would actually stick out. And obviously, this became less of a thing when like handhelds because you didn't want them to stick out. You wanted it to be slimmer.
Oh, except the Guitar Hero controller thing for the DS version, that was pretty sick. But that wasn't the game.
Right.
That was a peripheral.
That was a peripheral. Yeah. I also feel like it'll just kind of come down to like when were you a teenager? Because obviously, like Game Boy Advance was like a big deal for me.
Sure. Oh, yeah, I guess the Game Boy camera for me was pretty sick. That was actually a cartridge that you could take pictures with.
A cartridge. E-reader's a cartridge. I don't know, maybe the Game Boy Color ones, because they were all see-through green and had a little bump.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah.
Thomas writes, slopes have been meme selling points for Mario Maker 2 and now Silk Song. Do you remember the first time you encountered a slope in a video game?
Wait, why is it... I'm sorry, I don't understand the meme with Silk Song, I guess. Is there something with slopes?
Did they show it during Nintendo's Direct recently?
Maybe. I think maybe I just
slopes off?
I'm just not in the... No, I guess maybe. Yeah.
I mean, I'm playing Hollow Knight right now. I don't think there's slopes in that. So maybe they showed slopes in one of the trailers and that's important now. That's my guess. Okay. I didn't actually watch the Direct. I was on vacation.
Yeah.
This is easy to find out.
A slope in a video game? One of the ones, like, I remember one of the really cool things about Sonic was those levels were made so that you could like spin up and that it would just like carry you through a bunch of the level or whatever. So I don't know if that's like necessarily a specific slope or thing, but the fact that that game kind of did have slopes and that it like utilized you going through the level that way faster or whatever, I thought that was pretty cool back in the day.
I think I was playing like early enough where there like weren't
slopes.
No, that's not true. Because like
Mario
Land,
3,
I don't think had slopes.
Pretty fun sliding down.
Yeah, that's true. Look, in this, so I'm not sure what they're talking about, but I believe them that there are slopes in that game.
For sure.
I can't think of a time when a slope jumped out at me.
Yeah, that's fair. Rasterman7 writes, what game... Or wait, did I read this one? I'm so confused. Yeah, okay, we're good. What game from the ones you've beaten had the toughest or most awkward controls, and would you play it again?
It's gotta be something on like the Wii.
Yeah, I never did finish like Getting Over It or Jump King or any of those like, or Quap or anything. I guess you don't really finish Quap necessarily.
I don't even know what Jump King is.
So yeah, I didn't finish those. I guess those don't count. What's a game with like really weird, awkward controls? Motion controls of some sort, yeah, maybe.
That's why the Wii jumped out at me, but
yeah.
I don't know, or maybe there was like a Connect game that I like got through. Hard or toughest?
Oh, maybe like Armored Core 1 on the PlayStation, because you used the shoulder buttons to like move around and strafe and turn, and that's like kind of awful. It's kind of real bad.
I might say that Kid Icarus 3DS game, which I know is like
Oh,
really popular, but I found it to be like obnoxious because you have to use like touch controls and the right
yeah,
side of the DS.
yeah,
So I remember hating that.
sure, that makes sense.
Didn't that even launch or they released like a peripheral that you could use to get like a second
It was a
analog
stand
stick?
that you could put on the desk so that you
It was
could,
like a clip thing,
yeah.
and I think one of the Monster Hunters used it, took advantage of it as well.
Oh, you're talking about the Circle Pad Pro thing for like
Maybe
for the
that sounds
older
familiar.
versions of the DS that didn't have the Circle Pad.
No, this was for the 3DS because
Oh,
it
this is
didn't
for
have a right analog
3DS.
stick. But you are right, Circle Pad Pro.
Okay.
Trying to see which games took advantage of it.
Oh, right. They just had the nub, and the Circle Pad Pro was like an actual like thing that didn't suck to use. That's right.
No, the 3DS didn't have any kind of right analog stick,
Okay, then
and
they
this
added the
added
nub
a
later
second right
in
analog stick.
the
There was maybe
XL
like
or
two
whatever.
dozen games that took advantage of it. Oh man, Codename Steam. I hated that game.
Yeah, I never played it. I don't think.
Icarus Uprising is on this. I thought there was a Monster Hunter. Oh, there's 3 Monster Hunters that took advantage of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter Generations, probably like that era.
And 3.
Oh, and 3. Okay, sure.
Apparently Pacross E took advantage of it. Why would you need a second analog stick for a Pacross game? Anyway.
I don't know. No, I would not play Armored Core again. 1 again.
I probably wouldn't play any of these games again.
Yeah.
PGC Kenny writes, what are some failures in gaming that you think needed to fail? If they had succeeded, the video game industry would be worse off for it. Worse off for it.
Failures in gaming. Trying to
I don't
think
know
of
if it'd be
some.
worse because like things that I'm thinking that failed might have just led to like some cool stuff. Like
Mhm.
I'm thinking that Ubisoft's breathing thing that never came out. Like maybe there would have been a cool game with that. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't think if Milo had ever turned into anything, I don't think I would have ever wanted to like play a game where I was like talking to my game.
Sure.
There was like
Yeah.
some like fake AI thing talking back. Maybe I'm glad
Yeah.
that failed.
Yeah. This is a really, really hard question. Games that needed to fail, so for the betterment of the gaming industry. Because like the things that my answers would be like, I kind of wish stuff like Overwatch and anything that included blind box binds, like for the betterment of the gaming industry, those all should have failed, but they all did incredible. So
Well, and they've moved away from like loot
they
boxes,
have.
but they just brought them back. They brought them back into Overwatch.
Did they? Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it seems like the industry's kind of switching back because they're like less interested in battle passes now, and they kind of just liked getting the loot boxes or something. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Because
But
like,
you're right. I thought loot boxes went away as a good thing. You know,
yeah,
we had to go through that whole like, and different countries now make you like post the stats and blah 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 blah.
yeah. Hmm. I don't know. There's probably a lot of really smart answers I can't think of on the fly after a full day of work. To be honest. Yeah, unfortunately. Phantom Ages writes, ahoy TDP crew, there's so much to identify a video game franchise with, like the genre, tone, setting, music, characters, atmosphere. But how much can you strip away or change before it becomes a spin-off or becomes entirely unrecognizable to what it was? When does it no longer have that identity that makes it unique? For example, Final Fantasy. The settings, tech, gameplay change quite a lot throughout the years, and if it doesn't match the main line, it gets put into a spin-off, such as Final Fantasy Adventure, which then becomes the Mana series.
I don't know. I feel like Final Fantasy keeps changing significantly. Like 16 is like nothing like 7. And then
Right.
7 Remake is
And
closer
it's
to like 16. Like now they're action games as opposed to like
and it's
turn-based
mainline too.
RPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I see where they're coming from, because there was a while where you get stuff like Dirge of Cerberus. It's like, oh, this is a spin-off because it's so different or whatever.
Yeah, but that was a spin-off of 7, and even up
Yeah.
to 7, they still hadn't moved away from turn-based yet.
Yeah, right.
Whereas now they're definitely kind of moving away and whatnot. So
Yeah.
trying to think.
Uh,
I feel like if you like, hmm. I think
like
I don't think there's going to be a solid answer because like you could change the
no.
music and it could still be part of that series.
Yeah.
Definitely change the art style. Art styles are changing all the time. Easily be part of that series. And then I want to say like maybe like the gameplay or the genre is the most important, but with
Yeah.
I mean, look at even look at like Resident Evil. Some games are like super horror. Some of them are just like action games. Some of them are multiplayer shooters, and they're still Resident Evil.
Yeah. How much can you strip away before it becomes a spin-off? Yeah, I don't know.
And I guess with Resident Evil, it's like, well, the characters, it's still part of the same universe, but that's not the case for Final Fantasy. They don't have the same characters.
They're
They
all
definitely
different.
don't have the same universes. They're all yeah. I don't think there's like a set answer if you just give it that title. Okay, but then okay, thought experiment. So they come out with they say Final Fantasy 17. What do you for sure know is going to be in that?
Probably a Cactuar.
For sure, you know it.
Probably a Cactuar, maybe a Behemoth at the end. Like certain monsters that are in every single one. Probably a Sid as well.
Some characters, I guess.
Yeah. But like they're not the same characters. They're just named the same. Like Sid will be in there because there's always a Sid, for example.
Right.
Fire magic, yeah, exactly.
But you definitely don't know what the gameplay is going to be.
No,
it's not like there's like a Final Fantasy theme that's going to be there. They're not even always like fantasy. Sometimes they're kind of futuristic and stuff. And
chocobos. There's probably going to be a chocobo.
I guess there's going to be swords. I'm trying to think of like none of them had guns before.
I mean there are guns in Final Fantasy, but not as like the mainline weapon. Yeah.
No, that's true. You're right. Like Riku was guns.
Yeah. But that's a spin-off. Final Fantasy X12 or 2 or whatever.
And 2? Does that count as a spin-off or is that just
it does.
That 10?
10 is the main line.
Well, then all 3 13s are those spin-offs?
13, the original 13 is not, but the others, yes, are. It's so
I thought they
convoluted.
were one continuous story.
It's so convoluted. Like it doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, to be honest, but it's a fun thought experiment either way. Because, like, I was thinking, if you took the titles of the Nier games, Replicant and Automata, off completely, like, there's nothing that connects those at all. They have, like, a similar tone, and they play the same, but they're completely different stories and characters or whatever. So, those are kind of just part of the same universe because the name and some story stuff connects, like the words connect them, nothing else.
Yeah, I don't think there's a solid answer for this one.
Yeah, I agree.
At least we're just kind of focusing on Final Fantasy, which is obviously a huge franchise. So maybe there's no specific thing for that. If there's a game series with only like 3 in there or something, then I feel like let's pare it down a little bit. Let's go with like. I was going to say God of War, but there's like 9 God of War games.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. And they all kind of play similarly.
Give me a trilogy of games. Let's go Mass Effect. There's only 4. Let's go Mass Effect.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Mass Effect 5, what do you know is going to be in there?
At this point, I actually don't know. Different alien races, but I couldn't tell you which ones even.
So it's gonna be sci-fi. Like there's no way they come out with Mass Effect and it's a fantasy game.
Probably not. That's true. Probably not. Yeah.
It's gonna be a shooter. Like I don't see them coming out with a Mass Effect game that is a turn-based like tactics game kind of thing.
And if they did, it would be a spin-off.
It's going to be a third-person shooter. It's not going to be a first-person shooter.
Yeah, and probably, like, you build a party and you talk with them. Like, just basic core stuff.
Yeah, you're not gonna have this like music. Like, there's no theme song.
No.
The art could be anything.
Yep.
It's probably gonna be like realistic, but lots of lens flare.
Yep.
A good one in the chat. Darksiders. What do you know a Darksiders game is gonna have?
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
don't know.
Is that
Those are
we
like
don't.
three. We just talked like three different genres in there.
Essentially, yeah. Yep.
But I guess it's going to be fantasy, but only because the Four Horsemen are fantasy. Like, you are
It's going to be the
pulling
apocalypse. Like that's the only thing that
you're
connects
pulling
them.
from fantastical mythology there.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's going to be magic involved
Yep.
in some way. There's going to be dudes that look like they belong in like the Warhammer universe.
Yep. For sure. Demons.
Yeah.
There'll be demons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's
I
about
don't know.
it.
I guess it makes more sense. There's easier guidelines if it's a smaller franchise. Once it's gone so big, they tend to sprawl out and branch out on their own because they want to do new stuff with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, last question from Hayes. If you were able to talk with your past self and tell them to get a video game that you don't have right now, which one would you tell them? And which would you tell them never to buy because you regret having it?
I don't regret any games that I have. Like, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think I regret any, but I'm trying to think if there was any that I like. There's definitely some that I have bought where I just have never played them, and it's like I didn't need. I should have just waited. I would have probably saved like $10 if I got it on sale. Like,
yeah,
I have a lot of DLC like that, where it's a game I loved and I picked up the DLC and I have yet to start it. Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Whatever that recent Tales game was that I liked and can't even remember the name of it. That DLC as well did not jump on that. Game I wish I had told myself to get. Probably the second Hotel Dusk game. I look for it whenever I'm in Europe at used game stores, and I can never find it. I bet I would have, if I was looking for it more like when I was younger traveling, I bet it would have been a lot easier to find, like when the DS was modern.
Do you remember any time working at the game store where people would come in with like, I want to trade these in or whatever, and you looked at it and you're like, thinking back now, like, man, I should have picked that up because that's worth like maybe some money these days now.
I don't think anything worth money that stood out to me. There was definitely times where it was something I wanted.
Yeah.
And I told them, like, hey, the store's going to give you this for it. I'll give you $2 more if you sell it to me. And I did that a few times, yeah.
Yeah. There was a video game store in the little town I grew up in that went out of business. And he sold a bunch of the PlayStation games or whatever. And I wish I had, like, picked up all those games that I liked at that time. So, like, the Clock Tower games and Silent Hill and stuff. Because I ended up getting them later for, like, more expensive or whatever. Or never getting them. And it sounds shitty to say, but he was selling them so cheap because, like, he had to obviously pay the bank off or whatever that it would have been a steal of a deal to get at the time. So I guess I wish I had done that at that time.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for questions. Thanks everyone who wrote in. If you want to write in for next week, topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Blue Sky, the Discord channel, or Claire's P.O. Box. What is your game of the week?
Oh, Battlefield 6. Weird, but yeah.
And I'm going to give it to Ace Attorney Investigations 2 for maybe the very last time ever.
So sad.
So bittersweet. Thanks everyone for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.